The battle for the throne, Ymir Cup, reignited. Welcome to the battlefield where every server's top clans wage their fiercest war. The regional qualifiers in each division determine the winning server. From that server, only its top 5 clans can compete in the Ymir Cup World Championship. Up to 500 players can enter, regardless of server. When the match begins for your server, the Ymir Cup icon lights up on the right of your minimap. Press it to enter the battlefield. To begin, you're randomly placed at one of 6 starting points. When defeated, you can resurrect at one of these points and rejoin the battle, though the starting points themselves keep changing. Early in the battle, securing bases is key. Capturing a base earns points and various buffs, and lets you teleport straight to it to gain the upper hand. And the more bases you hold, the stronger those buffs become. Bases come in 2 types, normal and boss. Normal bases can be captured by interacting with the occupying stone. For boss bases, first destroy the Tower of Occupying at the entrance, then interact with the occupying stone to capture it. Normal bases can be recaptured freely, but boss bases, once captured, can never be recaptured, so be strategic about your captures. If you couldn't secure a boss base, try a different strategy. Capture normal bases for buffs or recapture enemy bases to weaken their forces. Which bases to target, how to play it out. The tide of battle is yours to turn. If you are defeated in battle, you can resurrect and rejoin the fight, but you can only resurrect up to 3 times. So watch the battlefield and tread carefully. Luckily, 2 types of braziers appear randomly across the map. Pick one up to restore resurrection counts for your clan or your server. If casualties pile up on your server, use braziers strategically to keep the fight going. Once you've secured enough bases, the endgame begins, the fight for the Tower of Victory. Destroying the Tower of Victory earns points and brings out the crown, the key to victory or defeat. Once the crown appears, bases can no longer be captured, so timing the tower's destruction is crucial. From here, all forces converge on the final battle for the crown. To win, you must claim the crown and carry it to the target zone. The moment the crown is taken, the crown holder bears the weight of the crown, and victory now rests on the whole server, working as one. Server members must protect the crown holder and rally together to reach the target zone. The target zone forms at one of the 3 boss bases, and you can check it on the minimap. If the crown holder is defeated while on the move, the crown drops where they fell. And if a player from the enemy server grabs the dropped crown, the target zone changes. A crown touchdown is worth the most points in the Ymir Cup, so the outcome stays uncertain until the final moments. Whichever server lands the crown touchdown can swing the entire match. The final clash over the crown, where a single choice decides the winner. If time runs out in a close match with no crown touchdown, the outcome is decided by the points earned during the match. Points can be earned by destroying the Tower of Victory and Towers of Occupying, as well as capturing bases, defeating players, holding the crown, and landing crown touchdowns, as shown in the scoring table. If the final scores are tied, the tiebreaker rules decide which server wins. The stage is set. Glory awaits the victor alone. Stake the honor of your server and march toward final victory. And in that moment of glory, who will claim the crown of victory? See it all unfold in the Ymir Cup World Championship Season 2. The battle for the throne, Ymir Cup, reignited. battle for the throne, Ymir Cup, reignited. Welcome to the battlefield where every server's top clans wage their fiercest war. The regional qualifiers in each division determine the winning server. From that server, only its top 5 clans can compete in the Ymir Cup World Championship. Up to 500 players can enter, regardless of server. When the match begins for your server, the Ymir Cup icon lights up on the right of your minimap. Press it to enter the battlefield. To begin, you're randomly placed at one of 6 starting points. When defeated, you can resurrect at one of these points and rejoin the battle, though the starting points themselves keep changing. Early in the battle, securing bases is key. Capturing a base earns points and various buffs, and lets you teleport straight to it to gain the upper hand. And the more bases you hold, the stronger those buffs become. Bases come in 2 types, normal and boss. Normal bases can be captured by interacting with the occupying stone. For boss bases, first destroy the Tower of Occupying at the entrance, then interact with the occupying stone to capture it. Normal bases can be recaptured freely, but boss bases, once captured, can never be recaptured, so be strategic about your captures. If you couldn't secure a boss base, try a different strategy. Capture normal bases for buffs or recapture enemy bases to weaken their forces. Which bases to target, how to play it out. The tide of battle is yours to turn. If you are defeated in battle, you can resurrect and rejoin the fight, but you can only resurrect up to 3 times. So watch the battlefield and tread carefully. Luckily, 2 types of braziers appear randomly across the map. Pick one up to restore resurrection counts for your clan or your server. If casualties pile up on your server, use braziers strategically to keep the fight going. Once you've secured enough bases, the endgame begins, the fight for the Tower of Victory. Destroying the Tower of Victory earns points and brings out the crown, the key to victory or defeat. Once the crown appears, bases can no longer be captured, so timing the tower's destruction is crucial. From here, all forces converge on the final battle for the crown. To win, you must claim the crown and carry it to the target zone. The moment the crown is taken, the crown holder bears the weight of the crown, and victory now rests on the whole server, working as one. Server members must protect the crown holder and rally together to reach the target zone. The target zone forms at one of the 3 boss bases, and you can check it on the minimap. If the crown holder is defeated while on the move, the crown drops where they fell. And if a player from the enemy server grabs the dropped crown, the target zone changes. A crown touchdown is worth the most points in the Ymir Cup, so the outcome stays uncertain until the final moments. Whichever server lands the crown touchdown can swing the entire match. The final clash over the crown, where a single choice decides the winner. If time runs out in a close match with no crown touchdown, the outcome is decided by the points earned during the match. Points can be earned by destroying the Tower of Victory and Towers of Occupying, as well as capturing bases, defeating players, holding the crown, and landing crown touchdowns, as shown in the scoring table. If the final scores are tied, the tiebreaker rules decide which server wins. The stage is set. Glory awaits the victor alone. Stake the honor of your server and march toward final victory. And in that moment of glory, who will claim the crown of victory? See it all unfold in the Ymir Cup World Championship Season 2. The battle for the throne, Ymir Cup, reignited.
Hello everyone, it's Bella here and welcome back to Ymir Cup World Championship Season 2. And now that our first match, King Server, is done and dusted, we only have more excitement and tension growing. Looking back at match 1, the introduction of the life system, we definitely saw the changes that the team operates and battles, the ones that they have prepared. And new strategies and decisions that we did not see in Season 1, we were able to catch some of them in our first match. And our players waiting behind me for match 2 are all locked in and very focused given our halftime interviews. And before our match 2 begins, I have yet another surprise prepared for you. As a thank you for waiting till the end, we have a special gift. It's the World Championship Package Coupon. As you can see on the bottom of the screen, enter the code so that you could claim your reward. And of course, for our KR users, remember to put the alphabets KR at the end of the coupon when redeeming it. You guys know the drill. And our last battle for the ticket to the finals begins. Chess Server and Sombra Server are about to have a big fiery showdown. Which team will advance to the finals? I have no idea and I'm super excited. So we're gonna send it over to G, Clef, and Wolf and get to the games.
Ymir Cup World Championship Season 2, we are back with our second match of the day. I have a feeling match 2 is going to be a lot more contest than match number 1, Wolf.
Well, I'm really hoping so, G-Clef, because match number 1 ended up ending in like 13 minutes and 52 seconds or something like that.
Quite one-sided, to be honest.
Incredibly quick, and I think no one necessarily expected the strategy that we saw there from Kings to just rush in and go for the Tower of Victory straight away. Now, both these teams have been able to watch that match and potentially even adjust or adapt their strategy based on what they saw already. So really curious to see how the evolution of this tournament will continue.
Maybe if one team thinks that they have much more power, or in terms of number compared to the other team, maybe they can just go straight to the center and take the big tower, take the crown, finish it. But I don't think that's going to be the case for match number 2. It's a lot more closer in numbers, not just the number of people, warriors participating in the battlefield, the power between the two teams. It's a lot more closer compared to match number 1 that we have. So I think this will be quite a fight, actually, into like 40, 50 minutes even. Maybe at the end of the timer for 1 hour.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we get to see a really big crown contest. We did hear in the post-game interview that, you know, they were saying the Kings representative said that the chess server is considered to be the heavy favorites, right? And I think I and you would both agree with that. But that they know Sombra is quite strong. They know that that server actually has a lot more power than I think people realize. So maybe this matchup, and hopefully this matchup, will be a lot closer.
I think so. The moment they get in, I think they will get like some feelings, test the waters a little bit, because Sombra does have really big powerhouse players, certainly. I think they have to really pinpoint them down first and then try to see, okay, can we actually nail them down with the amount of forces that we have, strategy that we have prepared? Or if that fails, then, you know, chess might be in a rush and they might turn into a different strategy. I think because we are somewhat tighter in terms of power between the two teams, we do have to work with the outer bases first. I don't think we go straight into the big tower in the center. Maybe even contest for some of the bosses, which you have to capture if it's somewhat matching numbers.
Yeah, I would hope to see that, because that's how the battlefield is designed, right? I don't think that with a much closer number of players in the actual battlefield itself, that you would be able to just go straight to the Tower of Victory. But time will tell, as our second semifinal here for Season 2 is about to be kicked off here. It's chess against Sombra.
Yes, coming to meet our warriors on the stage, Ymir Cup Semifinals match number 2. Chess versus Sombra. First team, they have united as one for this Ymir Cup. Chess Server.
Chess Server coming out onto the stage, putting their banner in. A big favorite coming into this matchup, but very respectful in the pregame halftime interview, as well as we do see Master H, Akma, Caesar, and Brolu take the stage here amongst applause. See if they can live up to the expectations that have been set. They look confident, but also very gentlemanly as well, as we saw in that pregame interview.
Yeah, exactly. And they mentioned that it's all about the teamwork, but their opponent came together all the way to Korea to create one great achievement. Sombra server.
Sombra all the way from SA, and Sombra himself is going to take the stage here, our special guest to cheer on his squad. As some thought-provoking glances here, some confidence out of Sombra himself, as we do have Haku as well joining on the stage. This team comes in again as underdogs, but a team that everyone respects, a server that is feared in SA.
Very strong team overall. See, as players take the stage, take the seats, and get ready for our big battle on the field. We'll have a lot more of them joining online. Just have the players here on the stage, but you know, it's about the battlefield fight and how they rotate. It's all about the strategy.
Now, notably, Sombra will not be participating in the match, not the server, but the one it is named for, so that's why he's not taking the stage. Now, here are our representatives here for chess. We have Master H, with a recent name change, Akma Caesar, and Brolu. These are the ones who were just on stage moments ago. As Master H, definitely the highest combat power player of these three at 455,000 as an archer in the D-Bro clan, which is a very notable clan here in chess.
Yeah, with TVZ and Roundtable, Checkmate, all really well-known clans, all put together to join in forces for this chess server to maybe win the semifinals, go all the way and take the trophy home for Season 2. Their opponent, though, Sombra, is here to stop all that.
Yeah, now these three members, like what we saw from NAEU 004 earlier, are all representatives of the same clan in Neverlost. So as you can see here, we have three different clans represented here, so they're all going to be communicating with their clans and with each other in the match. But on the other side here for Sombra, we have Haku, who's actually, as a rune fighter here, our sole representative of rune fighter in this tournament. So very excited to see how he's going to perform. Has a very, very strong amount of combat power at 460,000.
That's right. Compared to all the other classes, Rune Fighter relatively newer compared to the other classes, and we don't have that many high tier, like top tier Rune Fighter compared to the other classes. But if you can manage to pull your power that high, you have a lot of bruising power, some damage by yourself, lots of CCs. You can also take damage and bring in the forces in the front line. Yeah. So that's the power of Rune Fighter.
It takes a lot of mastery to be able to play Rune Fighter at this level and to know when to go in and when to find that backline access, because you are a lot squishier than any other frontliner. So if you go in at the wrong moment, you will be focused down, you will be easily taken out. So he has to pick his battles correctly while managing so much more as we move into our second semifinal. Now, the big question on my mind going into this is, will we see a repeat of the rush to the Tower of Victory? Because you're saying you think probably not. I think there's still a chance that we could end up seeing, after what we saw last time and how much that choke point control mattered, a big brawl on the Tower of Victory. We're talking everyone on the server is fighting for control right at minute one. But both these teams might not have prepared that strategy. They might want to look for base control and a slower approach, going for faster takes of the Tower of Occupyings, so that they can then get those boss bases and operate through that to then control the crown push.
The moment they go in and realize their starting points, I think they can go, they can immediately change the strategy and go for the normal base and rotate starting from the extert into the choke points. There are only 3 big choke points when we come in from exterior into interior. And those are going to be like 12, 10, 9, 8 normal bases first. And then they work their way in if they go in. So I think that should be the first. If they have a big clash moment they start, I don't think they will go for the immediate tower. So we will see. We'll see how they form, because it seems like they need to do some extra testing before we actually hop into the game immediately. So we will have some time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you guys are all Legend of Ymir players. You guys have all followed, you know, I'd say probably a lot of you watched Season 1, and we've changed the rules here a little bit. We have the life system, which G. Clef and I talked about earlier, where you have 3 revives. But ultimately, you know how this works. We have 500 people coming into, around approximately 500
max
people
500.
going into this battle. So that means that we have people all over the world, in South America to Asia, right? Logging into this service. So thank you for your patience as we do make sure Everyone's in. Everyone has the correct settings, so we can have the most legitimate, best competitive integrity at the peak match possible. So bear with us.
And usually when I go through these like silver wars, of course or not that many times. So actually physically joining with the voices with the clans, but still, when there's this much of a fight and because of reward, of course everyone's getting the reward. But if you get the first place, it's like there are some really good selectors that doubles. If you get doubled selector, then it's a lot more reward. Of course, even the second place, third place gets a lot of reward. But the first place, oh man, I don't even know. That's a big upgrade in your power.
Absolutely.
Also, for the entire server, so it's worth a lot.
It's worth so much, and it of course will make your server stronger for example, a potential season 3, right? And for the rest of time, right? So if you get that, it's such a permanent win for your server, for your region. And that's what you're fighting for here. You're fighting for more than just this match.
So it seems like we have a couple of minutes to set things up. So we'll have the coupon once again. I believe
it's
it should
come
pop up right there. There it is.
And make sure that if you are watching this as a Korean and you are on the Korean server, you add KR to
at the end. Yeah, at the end to have the coupon code for the Korean coupon codes. It's available until July 4th, so you have about a week. But you better do it right now because you want all of these in one
forget.
package.
I'll do it later. Don't do it later. Do it right now.
If you do it later, you oftentimes forget. That's the thing. You have to do it now or later. And likely we will have more coupon codes later. So
Also,
do it now. That's all you need.
Bella mentioned earlier, we do currently have an event where if you subscribe to the Ymir Global YouTube channel, you can actually get some rewards there as well. It'll be gifted globally. So if you haven't subscribed and you're just tuning in right now and you're watching, press that subscribe button.
I subscribed twice already. Wolf, did you?
I actually subscribed 4 times.
Oh, double. You have a lot of accounts. Nice. We need that number, though. We need that number to reach the maximum price. So go do it now if you haven't. And on top of that, we have so many Ymir Cup events happening in-game. Like, if you go in-game and you log in every single day, there's like a gazillion pop-up that you have to, do not see this today, do not see this today, do not see this again today. Because there's so many events. This is a festival like Ymir Cup. There's so much going on, so much reward. If you go check all the rewards. There's so much that you should have got already. If you missed it, make sure to check each one of them, see what you can get even today.
I mean, if you're able to get some of these big rewards, then if you're, for example, watching this thinking, one day I want to be in one of these clans that plays in the Ymir Cup World Championship in the future, right? Maybe that's one of the big steps that gets you closer and closer, gets you noticed.
To the top
Here's
ranked.
the YouTube sub button we talked about. We are moving along the line.
We are only like 300 away.
Wow.
From 95K, maybe 100K? I think I heard 300. Yeah, 300 away. Wow.
So
all of you watching now, get an extra account, hit that subscribe button, and we are on. I believe the last one has the most amount of prize. So better do it now.
Like to me.
We already did it, so you should also join. And I'm sure Bella's doing it on the backstage right now.
Yes, of course.
Getting that number up. So not just these. There's a whole lot of set of events. We can't go through all of them because there's just so much going on. It's been going on for the last weeks since the tournament was announced. And it will also continue after this weekend as well. So please keep in mind that it is going on in the game. And try to get all the rewards possible because you might end up needing those resources.
You will.
Maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow, maybe the next week. When you try to level up, when you try to grind your gears higher towards the maximum. Maybe you're not in the top 700 yet, but in that line where you kind of can.
Look.
Try to push forward.
You always want to be prepared. We all know the story, G-Clef, and you and I are now fathers, of the 3 little pigs. You want to build your house with bricks. Not with straw.
With cement.
Yeah. Make your setup robust. Have all the tools possible. All you got to do is participate in our events.
Yeah, I know. Put the concrete down in the base. Make sure it's solid and nice. Cannot be broken at all. And then just work your way up. And they
I'm not trying to say I'm the big bad wolf, although I am wolf that's going to blow your house down if you don't. But somebody out there might take your spot. as we are slowly, it looks like, getting some people.
Yeah, I think we're
into the
about
server.
40 minutes out now, which we're getting ready to jump right into the battlefield. As soon as that is ready, we will have the stage out for you. And just minutes away. Just minutes away, and which means we have the coupon. Is it a different coupon this time? Here we have the coupon. Okay, this is the other coupon. It's a package 4 this time.
WCS2 Final Clash or WCS2 Final Clash KR.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that KR code, of course, for Koreans watching this, applies to all of these codes.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of coupons already. I better put in. I wrote them down for the first match. Have 2 more to put them down, so it seems like we already have 4. Some of these packages are actually incredible, very useful for every day, getting those upgrade for your weapons and your equipments. I think that's exactly what you need in package 4, and a lot more materials. Yes, there are a lot more currencies being added also with the new expedition, and we need all of it. We need
You
all
got
of
to get
it.
all
Thank
of
you
it.
for the
because
coupons.
you got to max out.
Mhm.
Nobody wants to be like, well, my character is like kind of okay. It didn't actually get the full thing, but I'm fine with it. No, get your coupon codes and level up. It makes a difference, as we have seen and will see for the
Yeah,
rest of this
especially with
tournament.
the not just somewhat related but unrelated with the recent patch with the expedition with the new difficulty. It's just a lot tougher. Even the top tier players, there are some moments where they have difficulties throughout the expedition. So I think it's somewhat required for you to level up, get the higher power. Not just that you can join in the war, you can also enjoy more content with the team.
Absolutely, and that's how the game at the highest levels plays. You want to have the best gear. You want to get through all of that content, which is incredibly tough. But also for PvP experiences that you're going to have as well. You just don't want to get caught because the guy you ran into, he put his coupon code in, but you didn't.
Oh,
That's the worst.
hey, Wolf. 200 away now.
Okay, getting very close. Very, very close.
For 89?
That may not be updated.
That
the
may not
number
be
there.
updated, I think. Yes,
Because-
because we're supposed to hit 95. We're supposed to hit 95. Can we get more? Can we get more subscribers right now? Click that.
Smash that sub button.
If you only have one account, make one right now. I think you have some time. Doesn't
Yeah.
take that long.
You don't have a YouTube
minute?
account? What are you doing in 2026?
I probably have 6 YouTube accounts.
Then why'd you only sub twice, G-Clip? What are you doing?
Oh, I didn't bring my phone. Didn't bring my extra phones. I only brought my phone and the laptop.
Also, why do you have so many YouTube accounts?
There are reasons. There are reasons. One for gaming, one for esports, to get the algorithm right.
Yeah.
To-
One
and
for
then-
children, I get it.
Yes. So hopefully we get that through before we are done with the match number 2. And I hear we're about a minute left.
Wow.
Before we get into the battlefield. So both teams should be finally focusing
I'm
on
just
the summary.
I'm so ready to see what the strategy looks like in this one compared to the last one. Do they go straight for tower victory? Do they go straight for the bases? They try to cut off the memories from getting to those bases. Which towers of occupying are the ones that go to? Obviously, a lot of it's going to come down to the spawns. Are they spawning on the exact opposite of each other, a little bit closer to each other? Are they going to clash on the way over? All of this stuff will be decided as soon as we get in there. So I don't want to speculate, but I am very excited for it.
Yeah, depending on the starting point, if they spawn on the other side, then they will just have draw half line in the middle and then take these bases, maybe the boss on the left, and the other side exactly the same in the mirror match, and then something might happen. Seems like the game is almost being ready to load in.
It's happening, G-Clip!
Match number 2 of the semifinals of day number 1 of Ymir Cup World Championship. Here we go. Chest loading in numbers of over 200. Sombra about to be, getting all the players loaded up into the battlefield, and they're spawning. Sombra, I believe, at 1 o'clock. Chest from 7 o'clock, so it's totally the opposite side. They won't be clashing.
All right,
Right
as we rush
now.
into the center right now, we're going to see where these two do end up
Yeah, the
colliding.
big contest, I think 4 and 6 will be the big contest at
A
center.
few players have actually been sent off to the south here for Team Chess to potentially wrap around, as you guys could see at the bottom, but otherwise everyone is heading in Now, as we see fanning out here, not entering the Tower of Victory zone just yet here is Sombra. However, a few members of Chess are actually in that center zone, gaining information as we're starting to see these bases get captured.
Yeah, 4 and 6, not much of a contest, but 5 I think will be the key because 3 in the middle is the boss, so it'll take a lot more time. Already going for the Tower of Occupying.
All right, so with this, Chess are going for this early Tower of Occupying, looking for a fast take of the boss base. And this actually takes a very long time, as you guys will see if you look at Tower of Occupying 2.
Yeah, this is the south, the number 2 base.
But with this many players focusing it down, it will be much faster, obviously, than the Tower of Victory. And with archers, you want to have all your archers focusing it down because it doesn't matter how much damage or combat power. It's kind of tick-based, so how many hits you get onto it is the speed at which you do it. So the number of players matters more than the strength of player. And in fact, you kind of want to have your stronger players controlling zones elsewhere. Right now, 4 normal bases to 3, as Chess have the advantage there, and so a small buff lead over Team Sombra.
Oh, Sombra does take 4 over. Let's see which team. We're seeing some big contests over by 5. I think this is exactly the place, or on the way, there's a lot of battle. And the Scald does get knocked, but still plenty of HP.
Team Sombra actually also looking for a bit of a wraparound. You know, on the map, you can see they're actually looking for kind of a pincer here. This actually could end up being pretty huge if they're able to get behind Team Chess and get some of their damage dealers a little bit exposed.
Yeah, they intentionally got a few parties off, going for all the way out. Let's see some of the big ultimates being dropped. Chess pushing down line.
Hello.
On both sides. Seems like they are okay.
Hello. I think gaming, guys.
Go down here. Still
Cobra trying to evade into the boss tower.
Getting
huge.
close to it, but
Who can get the last hit?
it's definitely going to be Chess, I think.
Very likely.
Death God
Chess
got
get
it.
And most of the damage should have come from Chess.
Getting the tower alone is huge. It gives you a huge point lead, but securing it, that's where the battle is going to happen right now. As here comes Sombra trying to deny that channel from coming through.
The boss base, 500 per each. They can certainly go in, but there's a huge contest. Sombra came late, and that's why they're slightly lower in terms of numbers.
Yeah, they also just don't have the positional advantage, so Chess are just mowing them down right now. Look at the defeated numbers.
Yeah, no,
they have
exactly.
triple right now the defeated number of Sombra. So all these players have lost their initial revives and are going to have to try to rush over here to that base they have captured.
MC, one of the big names from Chess, going around, trying to get close.
Yun nga guys, Chess server versus Sombra.
Sombra are denying the channel, but
Archers.
it ultimately does go over to Chess here. Now, they do have this boss base as well as those 4 normal bases, and Sombra spent so many resources trying to deny that capture. They've lost so many of their players. They've also lost a lot of control. And right now, Chess are chasing down those stragglers, because if you get left behind here, you're going to die and then get desynced. So what will happen next is Team Chess will then move.
Yung mananalo dito guys is maglalaban sila ng
You see old boys trying to control this top side here. Are trying to
Kings.
get better position.
Sila
But look at all
Chibibi.
these isolated members here of Sombra.
Sila Chibibi ang kalaban nila sa mga mananalo dito.
And the next point of call
Tapos yung mananalo naman is lalaban doon sa Korean server.
Yeah, one of the biggest archers, the strongest, most powerful archer in the entire, not just in the server,
but in the world, basically.
In the world, basically. Hearing rumors that Jennifer is closer to like 600k power level, and there's an entire party around Jennifer as well. So we'll see.
Now we've seen the toggle of the revives. You can see most of these players here on Chess still have all of their revives. Team Sombra not so lucky.
But you don't even need it.
Yeah, they are going to focus this down. Though it's so valuable just in case this goes longer. You don't want to let anyone on the enemy team have any comeback here. So instead of actually going for the tower victory, they're going to look for this Brazier instead. And it's down to about 70%, 60% health here. And see, some of the Team Sombra members are trying to contest, but the Sombra server just isn't making that much headway.
Yeah, because they have so many members around this already. Just putting much focus. Can anyone even contest and come? They will be pinned down, tapped, radared, and pinned immediately. I see some of the members from Sombra all the way over, but they're just climbing behind the choke point. Can they get here in time? I think it's about 10% HP left on the Soul.
Looks like the pressure here is just not really working out. Big heal drop down, and they are just focusing this down. It is going to go over to Team Chess. Chess server will get it. Ripper Jack picks it up. So that'll be +1 resurrection.
Yeah, but the max is 3, so you do not get to up to 4, even if you get an extra.
But
so
still, I mean, so many of those players who lost their first are now back up to 3. So resources-wise,
and also,
grabe guys, no? Nakita lang natin kanina si Idol Chibibi. Nag-champion siya. Champion sila sa round 1. Ito yung round 2 guys. Ang manalo dito is kakalabanin sila Boss Chibibi ng Kings. And then Kings versus Chess or Sombra. Tapos makikita natin yung bukas ang Grand Finals. Makakalaban yung Korean team. Mapasama ka lang dito guys, isang privilege na. Ito ang pinakakauna-unahang MMO.
They're pushing so hard right now.
Oh
and
my!
They just lost so many members.
They're stealing the base as well, so might as well catch all 5 normal bases. And they might actually steal the tower away. That's huge.
Really rough here for Sombra server.
All got their hands on the occupying stone.
Here we go, Tower of Occupying. Just not really accessible here for Sombra.
Got base 8. And Chess, they're trying to steal this boss away now, which is gonna make Sombra respawn very hard to do because they were supposed to take one side, like 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. But with this boss away, then I don't even know where they can actually group and spawn now, except for the starting point.
So keep in mind they also have 2 less buffs because it's 5 bases currently to Chess, which is the maximum you can have because you only have 5 clans and each clan has to occupy 1 base. But Sombra only has 3 bases, so not only are they outnumbered, and very quickly, as you can see now, 5 players have been eliminated, becoming more and more outnumbered. They aren't as powerful because they don't have those buffs. And like you said, they won't have the ability to teleport there on respawn.
Look, if
Chess gets base 7, and they have full control right now. They're rotating quickly, getting the more relevant bases.
Yes. You try to rotate, if you get pinned down, you do have to really be careful where you go, which path you take. If you're alone, you will get sniped just like this. Look, Chess, the line really pushing them all the way around. This is actually outskirts, not even near the base at all.
This is a bit of a clan battle between Unleash here and Old Boys, but Old Boys look like they don't have a prayer in this one. They're just getting focused down, destroyed. Poor Maki's here.
Yeah, this is near the starting points, and because Sombra, they just cannot get in. There are so many choke points that are being controlled by Chess. They just have to go rotate so far and try to focus with their members, but this party that Chess has, there's a lot of power in them.
So Chess is going to replace one of their normal bases with a second boss base. That is their plan. They have full control over Tower of Occupying base 1, exactly. Base 1's going to go down here. It's 19%. There's not really anyone nearby to contest. So it looks like what Sombra are doing are trying to get the replacement base on the other side, but it is going to be so tough because they're being marked by all of these clans here from Chess. So Checkmate is the clan that's focusing Tower of Occupying right now with some help from the other clans like Kill Serpents here and Bro and TBJ.
There are a couple of members.
This is so many points. This is worth so many points. And they're going to get them. So many members of Sombra are dying trying to get in here.
200 points.
And of course, Trezra who gets it. And that will eventually be channeled here into a second boss base.
But do they even want to channel, or were they just going for the extra points on the Tower of Occupying? I think they're just going for the extra points.
They got it.
Yun nga guys, Chess server natin is 4,380 points. At ang Sombra server is 1,816 points. So far guys, lamang ang Chess server natin.
And now, look like they're heading for control of the Tower of Victory.
Sila, Boss Dodge.
They're actually going to rush over here. They've
Sila Boss Dodge ang Chess server natin. Siyempre, kilala natin yan, streamer yan. Shoutout sa'yo, Boss Dodge. Sana ma-shoutout minsan sa'yo stream mo.
So if they have 3 control, they just have so much
Chess server.
opportunities.
Malapit na mag 4,400.
It's just so much more space control on the map right now for Team Chess because they're up right now 16 members and they have a lot of extra buffs. Their power level across the map is so much stronger that it's hard for Sombra to actually rotate. And they can't break this phalanx anymore. This is all the archers are over here focusing this down. As you can see,
last life.
Never lost members. And Pogador, the star player, he does not want to be
Only
losing
have
one of
two
these
left.
revives. He does
if
not
you die
want to lose
now, then he cannot really contest for the crown fight. Oh, getting pinned down might be.
He needs to get out. He needs to get out. G-Club.
He already used the escape.
Okay, the heal comes through.
There's a roll.
He's taken some of these members with him. He's actually surviving for a really long time here, but if he goes down, this is a disaster.
Okay, the Scald's near him. And another backstab shot. The backstab shot not only brings you back, you can also stun the opponents. So it is a really good escape mechanic.
He's mounted. He's safe.
Okay.
But that's the one point of good news because the rest of the news is bad. Tower of Occupying 3 is down to 40%, and there is just no contest. There's a small contingency of, I believe, never lost members near that Tower of Occupying, but they cannot get close enough. I think the goal for Sombra now should be to try to regroup. As you can see, Pogador is
within the time, trying to pinpoint one at a time, trying to do some damage when it's
members
possible.
He can find. He wants to
He
pick
has
them
to be
off.
careful. There's an entire party of chess trying to take him down. Oh. Not that
another.
He was massively CC'd there.
I mean, he picked a fight thinking that maybe he could cut off a straggler, and they just turned and destroyed him. As Boss MC gets another here as well. Boss MC, one of the star players here for Team Chess. They have 2 boss bases.
Oh, UG, I believe that's the final life. Yeah, have another death count.
Yeah, they're just adding so many here. And right now there's 20 dead effectively for Sombra, and they're going to all respawn. Now, if that third boss base gets picked, by the way, 10% on this Tower of Occupying, they have, in the event of a huge battle here for the Tower of Victory, they have massive spawn advantage. These Tower of Occupyings cannot be retaken. So for the rest of this game, Chess will have massive fast travel advantages to be able to get closer to reinforce the battle for the Tower of Victory. So instead of just going straight forward like we saw from Kings earlier, Chess are basically ticking all their boxes, being incredibly safe, methodical. As here's another shot of Jennifer 11 here.
Yeah, another boss base. Trying to go toward it.
They've got all 3.
Contribution plus the last hit, 400 each. So that's Chess maintaining that 1,200 at least for them. Here we go, Wolf into the Tower of Victory at 46 minutes after all the bosses.
So we're definitely going to have a longer game than we had in our previous semifinals, but it doesn't necessarily look like it's going to be any less one-sided.
Ayun nga guys, andito na tayo ngayon sa Tower of Victory at hinahawakan na ng chess server. 46 minutes to go pa guys. Grabe, 14 minutes pa lang, napakabilis.
You see some of the chess members with like 2 and 3 lives left. The Pogador, yes, we saw him going down, so only 1 heart above his head. As you can see, 671 defeated.
He's
on the other side, player. 7-7.
But
so you just can't get in. So you have to wait until the tower is down entirely, and then maybe go for like 1 final push. There's only 1 opportunity now.
Yeah. It's going to take a really long time for the Tower of Victory to go down because, again, like I mentioned before, it's not necessarily about your combat power, your damage. The fact they have these buffs doesn't necessarily make this go down faster. They still have to be careful about how they do this. They don't want to be losing members to the tower itself, but they have the faster respawn, so even if they do, they can. Not to mention they got the Brazier earlier, so have more revives. Like, they have all the tools. All the cards are in their hand right now.
You see some of the members with black cards with 1 and 2 left. So it is not impossible. Like at the beginning, the defeated counts were like triple the amounts from Chess to Sombra, but it's like about double plus a little bit more. So Sombra did have some kills. Okay, 285.
Bit of an angle here for Neverlost to get a potential pick onto Kion. Looks like he's going to go down, so loses 1 of his hearts. So good catch there. Old Boys here trying to cut off these Unleash members as well. You can see if they can get Nokia, that would be huge. But getting it, again, into this point is the ultimate goal. As you can see as well, 85%, right? It's taking a really long time to get this tower victory. That's how it works.
This is the basics. Yeah, it's trying to get all the bosses first because you eventually have to bring the crown into one of those 3 anyhow. So Chess made sure that they're going a little more safe compared to our first match, but still, it seems like they have the power level. 5,000 points for Chess now. The Sombra, in comparison, about 1,300.
They're only on 2 bases. They don't have a 3rd base.
It's hard. They do have the base 9 and I believe 8.
Yes, that's
but
correct.
still, their 8 is about to be turned over as well because the inner is nearly 80% plus is controlled by Chess. See,
oh
just took it away from them again.
So they can't get more than 5 bases, but they can specifically deny all the bases and all the buffs, and they are doing it systematically as Sombra struggle.
They're taking the buffs away. That's the thing. The buff level now in Sombra is just 1.
And it will shortly be 0 if they lose control of that final base 9, by the way, which is being taken by Phil Serpents as we speak.
Likely.
Phil Serpents is taking it. It's gone. That's it. 0! No bases left for Sombra. They have 487 points. It's their kill points alone they have left.
488. Unlike the first season, we don't stack in points. If you lose the base, you lose the point, and then the other team takes the points instead. So that's why Sombra's points are getting lower as they lose the bases. 300 and plus defeated. Okay, they're getting some work done on the outskirts. Oh, but it's about the base, and if you are spawning so far away, look
at all these members that only have 1 life left, and they've already lost 20 members, period, off their server, and that number is only going to increase as this continues. The Tower Victory is down to 65% here.
Gone. But still, because of the base and the spawn, Sombra, they're not going to be spawned kept, but once it comes down to like few final, because they already lost 23, which means they already lost like 10% of their entire power on the field. And because if you have like only 1 life left, you cannot be aggressive as you used to be.
Well, I mean, look at this. Any 0 heart members over here? I see 1. I see 2. They're all so healthy, G-Clef.
Whoa. Look at how many archers we have on the field.
So many.
If you have issues choosing classes, archers are the way.
Archers are the bread and
war.
butter.
You have so much mobility, fleeing tactics.
Okay,
evasion.
this is one.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. This is the big one. Now, you only have 1 Hail Mary chance left here as Sombra to break through. If you can actually start picking off members who are focusing the Tower Victory, perhaps even during the Tower Victory attack, there's a world where you could actually maybe get some momentum and get some control over the choke point. That's what you have to pray for if you are Sombra. They got their bases back, and now they're setting up for a push. This is their last chance, frankly, G-Clef.
Trying to go for base 7 and 10. They've got it pretty quickly. Can they actually get... Oh, okay, 4 bases in their hands at least. So that's good. And Chess, on the other hand, they already had at least a member on ready to channel for the other bases because likely these were going to be taken away. So Sombra back on 2,000. At least somewhat on even footing in terms of the buffs.
Yeah, the buffs, they have the buffs. Now they have 5 buffs. They have the base buff level 5, which means this is the time to fight before those get taken away. And as you see, some of these members are so low. They need to do it, and they need to do it fast as another one goes down. 38 members
see a lot
removed.
of these 1 life left members in the party. They're moving together at least now, which is very good news. Been pointing onto Neko ATK.
Okay,
3 lives.
Reses, but he is, of course, just going to be able to teleport straight back to the boss space, so need to turn this into an opportunity if possible, as again, this Tower Victory is getting lower and lower.
Yeah, we should get to see the mini-map, because on the mini-map, all the Sombra members on the right, rotating outskirts.
They're looking for that final push.
Yes,
it's
at
that
least they
final
control
push.
the choke point this time so they can get closer to the base 8.
So base 5 is where I think that's the approach angle they probably need to take, because if you go through there, that's where you're going to have the respawn. That's where most of your team is right now. But as you can see, some of them are moving north. They're splitting into 2 groups, and maybe they're going to try to go for a bit of a pincer attack. Either way, they've only got 1 real shot, point. And they're just going to, Chess are like, well, we're just going to take the fight to you. They're going to leave some of the DPS on the Tower Victory, and they're going to try to catch some of these stragglers and try to eliminate further the Team Sombra members.
That's why the Tower Victory was going down slower and slower, because a lot of these high-power parties, I think they have came down off of the field trying to go for the choke point and follow the members of Sombra. Look, already 62 dead. Yeah, 62 they cannot come back.
I mean, that's a third.
Adding to that 65
that's
now.
That's a third of their player base, and so many more are going down as Chess continue to hit the Tower of Victory. It's just getting worse and worse here for Sombra. Yeah, now they're getting spawn camped for those who have the ability to respawn, because that's a hard few between very few people can respawn.
Yun nga guys, 72 dead na. 72 na ang namatay sa Sombra server. Hindi sila makakabalik guys. Kailangan makakuha ng resurrection ng Sombra server. Ayun pala, nakakuha na yung iba. 59 na lang. 59 na lang ang dead sa kanila. Ngayon, hawak na ng chess server. Power of victory. Pagkatapos niyan, nabasag na nila yan. Lalabas na yung crown. Tapos kailangan nilang kuhain yun, dalhin yung crown.
Yuji's down, looks like here, isolated.
If you don't have your Scald party member, getting those revived right next to you, you are...
They're losing a lot of their old boy clan members.
Movement decrease.
And the Tower Victory down to 22, constantly being pushed down further and further.
Okay, there's a big poke
They're fighting
from Sombra, though.
Last chance, last fight.
Yeah, they think this is now or never. They're not going to wait for the crown, so they stop doing some damage on the Tower of Victory, trying to go for the push.
So many members of
the
the
Berserkers are
here.
pushing the front line. Even the Skull's doing massive damage. That AoE.
Skull trying to look for a heal here for these Sombra members, but they're up to 80 dead now.
Yeah, Jennifer, when this archer pushes with like Automaton, like Solar Eclipse, with the ultimate, you are just all dead. These AoEs are just too powerful.
Right now, Chess have double the eliminations of Sombra, replacing to base 5 now.
Yeah, got all the center bases back to Chess.
And they just took their focus off of Tower Victory and have just been killing these members here, these stragglers. Kyosuke also going to go down. And they've replaced now to base 5 one more time. I want to point out, one member of Chess has been deleted.
Kyosuke, last life.
He is gone.
Oh, yeah, there's no other party member around him. 99 dead, 100. Half of the team almost gone from the field on Sombra. Now, time to focus on Tower Victory.
Tower Victory back to the focus point here. 15%. And at this point, similar to our first match, even though obviously it took a lot longer, they're just going to be able to walk this one over. You have to imagine, as they just had so much control early.
Even if the other 114 Sombra members come down to the center, you are going to be outmatched in terms of numbers.
I want to spend some time, since this game looks like it is reaching its conclusion, talking about the coordination here of the chess server. They did such a good job of constantly surgically removing Sombra's bases when those big fights were happening early on. They got all 3 boss bases. They played this game perfectly. They left nothing to chance. They left no comeback mechanics. And now that they're focusing the Tower Victory, they know they have the numbers advantage. Just period. Yes, there's 5 normal bases for Sombra have the same amount of buffs, but they just don't have the numbers to contest anymore. That's when they decide to take this out. 4% left. This is going to be their lead exploding here as they pick up the Tower of Victory destruction. But also, they should be
Yan
able
guys,
to,
pabasag na nga. Lapit na mabasag ang Tower of Victory. Panoorin natin. Lamang na, ayan na. Lamang na ang chess server. Lamang na ang chess server guys. Tignan natin kung sino ang holder. Ayan guys. Megan O2. Ayan na, nakuha na ni Megan O2 ang crown. Tumatakbo na siya guys. Ayan na. Naglalakad pala. Kailangan na lang makapaglakad. Ayan na, Megan O2, Pompil Serpents. Chess server on the move now guys. Tignan natin kung makakaya pa ng Sombra to. Ayan guys, nakikita natin 100% ang buhay ni Megan O2. Siya ang pumulot, siya ang pinagkatiwalaan ng chess server. Sa kanya nakasalalay ang kanilang corona. Kung saan nila dadalhin ito. Panoorin natin guys.
Even with this much of an advantage for chess, they still take the safest path. They still do the right thing.
Because the base 7, base 8 adjacent normal bases are still in control of Sombra.
Yeah,
that's the thing. They can spawn right next to it and immediately join the fight, join forces, and take the crown. Because if you have the crown, you have so many debuffs on you. You can't be taken down immediately.
There's been nothing left to chance. There's been no risks taken here for chess whatsoever. I mean, they're living up to their name, chess. They are going to. They have already essentially gotten checkmate, G-Clef. There's just no way out. Look at this. Look at where are the Sombra members? Nowhere nearby. They only have one more chance.
Yeah, the other bases are going to be controlled.
But this game is effectively done.
Yeah, the death count going up above 100 again for Sombra. It's a crown holder. You move super slow. You get knocked and stunned very easily because you have the negative res.
Look at this. Everyone in syncs here with the mounts. Just jumping into the air.
Almost a
Ceremony.
celebration.
Yeah, a ceremony here, frankly.
But not entirely. Sombra looking for a chance.
And will not go quietly into that good night. I don't think they can stop this crown, but maybe they can at least give us a show, G-Clef.
There's a line of chess waiting for them.
And Pokador's still alive on his last life.
Just burning all the big skills and semi-ultimates even beforehand, just to make sure chasing down one of the final targets. Okay, as the crown goes closer and closer to base 1, the touchdown field.
No one really...
Here we go, Sombra actually diving on it.
Yeah, they're trying to make one last stand here, but no one is touching Mega.
Ayan na guys, ayan na. Malapit na ngayon yung crown. Sinusubukan na ng Sombra.
Look at the damage.
Sinusubukan nila ng Sombra para agawin ng crown. Tingnan natin kung makakakuha pang Sombra dito, guys. Tingnan natin. Tingnan natin kung kakayanin pa nila.
Big last contest I think that they could have done with Sombra. I don't think that many members have that many lives left.
Grabe, 135 na ang dead sa Sombra server. Eto na. Ayan na, pumapasok na. Konti na lang, guys.
Yeah, they're just burning ultimates. Even without any enemies.
Grabe.
They're just celebrating. They know this is a finished game and it has
Wala na, guys, hindi na kaya to. Yung mga ulti nila, oh. Tinitira na lang ng tinitira yung mga ulti nila, oh. Hindi na makalapit ang Sombra server. Grabe, celebration na. Chess server, guys, kalaban sa Kings. Ayan, guys. There it is, guys. Victory.
Team Chess, the favorite,
Chess server is our victory.
Game and go.
Ayan nga, guys. Grabe.
Getting control of those bases.
Easy. Sobrang easy nun, guys. Ngayon, matutunghayan naman natin, guys, ang labanan ng Kings at ang Chess server. Sila ang maglalaban, guys, sa ating finals. Tapos nun, guys, kung sinong mananalo doon sa dalawa ay lalaban sa Korean server. Yun, guys. Very easy. Very easy. Grabe. Congrats, Chess server.
That they will be going on to the grand finals to face off Kings tomorrow, and what will be
congrats, Chess. Checkmate.
Who is going to be the
Checkmate
champion of season 2? Great effort here. A little bit more complex strategy we saw in the second series.
All right. With the result of match number 2.
Hello, team. Congrats again. Here is the microphone. Well, the team that is advancing to the finals is Chess server. Yeah, congratulations, guys. Well, we saw that was an incredibly intense match. What was your take on how today went?
So I would say we went well. Everyone followed the command and everyone trust the command and each other. And yeah, we did great.
Okay, well, that is great to hear. You were definitely the favorite team to win, right? Was there anything unexpected that happened during today's battle then?
I don't think so. So we actually strategized before the game. So as mentioned, everyone trusted the command, and yeah, it went well.
Went well. You make it sound like it was so easy. Was
no,
it easy?
No, that's not what I meant. So Sombra is a strong server, and props to Sombra, especially to ban it.
Yeah, right there. Well, yeah, sorry for catching you off guard. Well, let's talk to Caesar for a bit then. Do you mind? Oh, I'm coming for you. Caesar. Yeah, yes. We would love that. Well, we had a little talk during the halftime interview to get your thoughts, right? Do you agree with everything your teammates said, or was there anything that you wanted to add on?
Yes, I believe our server revolves around the unity of command, the chain of command. So I think we did well, and we followed every instructions that Brother Lou has instructed us. Totally.
thoroughly. Shout out to Brother Lou, the man of the good calls. All right. Well, should we hear from our Master H for the last bit? Yeah? You look nervous. Are you nervous for the interview?
Yes.
Yes? Come on, get used to it. We have more interviews coming up
First
tomorrow.
of all, I just want to agree to what Bro Lou said. It's all about teamwork and coordination.
Right.
That's all.
I mean, that is what makes this team sport beautiful, right? And I wanted to ask you, did you guys get a bit of the match one for just before your match? Because that is your opponent tomorrow. What are your thoughts on who you're facing, the King server?
I think Bro Lou can. Yeah.
Should we
He
get
can
a-
handle it.
He can handle it?
Yeah, I think he can
All right.
handle it.
Let's hear it from the Brother Lou himself. What are your thoughts on your next opponent, King
So
server?
yeah, considering the Kings is basically the strongest server and the team that we're looking at right now, so we are so excited to be facing against Kings because we wanted to, as much as possible, show that this game is not about just raw power. This game revolves around unity, the command as well, and also we believe that in chess server we believe that the power of friendship can conquer everything. So yeah.
Word from Brother Lou himself. Yeah, I wanted to ask you for a little bit of a spoiler on tomorrow's game approach, but will you be able to share that with us, or are we gonna keep that locked for tomorrow?
Well, we've actually tried to hold back right now against Sombra to save the strategy to King. So I would prefer to make it, let it be secret right now.
Yeah, it's almost like what you just said was like a symbolic phrase for that represents your server name. Thinking a few steps ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right. Congratulations to you guys. We'll see you tomorrow at the finals. Are you excited?
Yeah, we're so excited.
All right. Thank you for joining me. Would you have anything that you want to say before I let you guys go?
So probably I wanted to thank everyone, especially in chess server. I wanted to mention the clans that actually helped the server to move forward, to especially to Ymir's Cup. So I'd like to thank especially to Unleash, to Peel Serpents, Roundtable, Checkmate, the brothers TBJ, and every clan in the chess server that is willing to lend their powerful players to compress into one clan. And yeah, let's face the Kings. Let's go, chess!
Let's go. I love the energy, and I hope that we get to see every one of you guys. Oh, I think you should take that with you because
okay.
you guys
Sorry.
would have to exit the stage. I'll let you guys go now so that you guys can rest up and have a fantastic day. If you would, head back. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, congrats to you guys again. And with that, today's matches that we have prepared here has come to an end. But first, let's review what went down on match 1 and match 2. Alright, King server has defeated NAEU 004 and advanced to the finals after match 1, while Chess server claimed victory over Sombra server, securing the last ticket to the final. But these two teams, their journey is not over just yet. The final will take place same time, same place tomorrow. And after showing impressive performance and outstanding teamwork, these two teams have proven
Ayun nga,
that
guys.
they are the contenders for
Kings
the
versus
championship.
Chess.
The final
Bukas na
matchup
yan,
is
guys.
now
Alas
set.
10
It is
ng
King
umaga.
server versus
Try natin
Chess
i-live
server.
ulit yan, guys.
We are about to find
Tapos,
out
ang
which
mananalo
of the
dyan,
server
guys,
will take
Kings
the
versus
trophy
Chess.
home. And as
Ay
much as
lalaban sa
tomorrow
ating Korea
awaits,
server.
this means that the matches that we have
Ngayon
prepped
malalaman
for
natin, guys,
today
kung sino
has come to an
magta-champion.
end. But
Bukas
we
yan, guys,
are
sa
not
alas 10 ng
gonna
umaga.
let you guys go now
Maraming
because
salamat
we
sa mga nanood.
also have a
You
small
Think
gift
Gaming.
to part the
Peace
way.
out muna
We
tayo.
have a special gift package coupon from Mr. Michael Killen himself.
Wait lang,
As
meron
you
daw
can see,
coupon.
It's about to pop up at the bottom of the screen. We have the coupon code.
Ayan, guys.
Yet again, prepared
MK gift
you.
for
So
Ymir.
make
Yan yung
sure to
coupon,
type
guys.
that in as soon as possible
For
and
Korean
get your
coupon
fair
codes,
share.
KR
That is all
must
for
be
the
added.
matches that we have
Ayun
prepped
nga,
for
guys,
today.
KR ang kailangan
Tomorrow,
ilagay.
King server and Chess server will
After
face
the
off
coupon
in
code.
a battle of pride
Valid
where
until
we
July
know that
4.
neither side will give an inch.
2026.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Bella,
Kay
and
Michael
thank you for
Kims yan,
joining
guys.
me, and I hope
Michael
wherever
Kims
you are,
gift
have a
package
good day
1. Ayan
or
ang
night.
coupon
I'll
code
see you
niya.
guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Peace out, guys. You think gaming signing out. Thank you sa mga nanood.